okay? And besides all that, she also makes everybody else look like superstars. And Anthony can attest to that. You know, there's a handful of other people in this room that rely on her for all of her marketing as well. And we can't say enough about you. So thank you for all that you do. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to put embarrassing her, and I'm going to let her tell us a little bit about herself and what's going on tonight.
Okay, I think I'm all red now. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you guys. Please give yourselves a round of applause for being here tonight. Thank you. So tonight is very, very special to me because I'm a creator. I am a dancer and I am also an artist. And in the marketing world, I'm kind of between AI and being myself. And the reason of this event is bringing creators together and just keep that human frequency up and the authenticity of just being a human. And right, yes, please, yes. And why? Because AI is advancing so rapidly. And yeah, sure, we all use AI, but where is the human frequency is dying, I feel. So tonight is about creativity, come out and play, let's network. And for that, I kind of wanted to bring a mix of things. And one of those things that I wanted to show is just art. And to me, comedy is art. And I'm just so blessed to personally know Anthony Fuentes. Yes, and if you don't know, Anthony is a fast-rising comedian. His sharp storytelling and magnetic stage presence have made him a crowd favorite nationwide. He's on a tour right now, nationwide, selling out every stage. Originally from Brooklyn and now based in Chicago, we're so blessed. He blends cultural commentary, family dynamics, and just absurdities into a style that feels both raw and relatable. So he's been on the Kelly Clarkson show, WGN, and coming up soon here, Netflix. So let me just tell you a little bit about why I love Anthony. So we go way, way back, and I can tell you a few stories. Like the day he almost killed us when I was teaching him how to drive stick shift. He was, big, sisters, so I was trying to teach him how to drive, and he almost killed us. And, I can tell you so many stories. There were some times we would go into clubs and he just would walk in, handle hundreds, $50 bills, to the bouncers. I'm like, what are you doing now? Something cool like that. I'm like, okay, well, the next week he was broke as fuck, but he was still nice. So it is my honor. I could not possibly afford him. This guy he's just too big for us now. But he's here because he's a real human being. And he's just so real that he said, sis, I'm gonna support you with this event. This is our first event. I didn't know what to expect. And I just want you to show love to the one and only Anthony Fuentes!
Yeah, so who here, let me ask you something first and foremost. These are local businesses, correct? Yeah? All right, cool, because I didn't get to go see all of them. I got distracted at Highlandia. And me and my girl was stuck there for a minute. I had questions. I had like 15 samples. I'm feeling them right now, so it was free. Sorry, there's a kid here, didn't know. This got awkward. This is the DARE program, just so you know. Now you guys look great, so what's your business here?
Magic water.
Magic water. I like it. Why is it magic?
Molecular hydrogen, the concept that supports your body exactly what it needs.
Exactly what she said. That right there. That's pretty cool. So it's like science.
Yes.
That is awesome. See, support that. That's a local business. How many followers you got on Instagram?
4,000 something.
How long you been working this business for?
2.5 years, almost 5 years.
You're one of the founding ladies. I love that. I like when ladies do big things because you know what? Ladies can do it better than the fellas. I gotta admit that. My girl, she's She runs things, and it's awesome because that's how it should be. So, how many times a day do you post? Once a day. Okay. Raise a hand. Who here uses social media for their job? Raise your hands. Okay. Only a few of you. All right. The rest of you guys, what do? You own businesses? How about you, bro? What do you do?
I'm a program coordinator for Chicago Public Schools.
You're a program coordinator for Chicago Public Schools. That's amazing. Thank you. That is dope. How long have you been doing that?
3 years. Sustainable Communities Week is what we're called.
Hold on. So now, why everybody talking so fast? Did you not hear I was at Highlandia? I need you guys take it easy, man. He was moving faster than his lips was. I thought I was watching a Kung Fu movie. I'm like, wait, calm down. Okay, say again now.
No, so Sustainable Communities Week. So we work on creating villages within the school community.
Look at that. Creative villages within the school communities. And do you use social media? It doesn't
I
take
would
a...
say no.
Were you at Highlandia too? Because you took 30 seconds to say
Afterwards and everything.
no, but let me ask you, but do you usually use social media for yourself, personally?
Yeah, personally.
Okay. How much time do you spend on Instagram and Facebook roughly in a day?
Ooh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes a day?
Yeah.
So you're fast, right?
Yes.
So you probably get distracted by a video for slower than 30 seconds. You're scrolling, right? See, this is why I asked that, okay? What are you doing with your videos? That's very important. If you're gonna use it for Instagram and Facebook, videos should be no longer than 30 seconds. People get this nostalgia that's supposed to be 90 seconds. That's true, it used to be, but in the working day today, with stress, with everything happening, that's why they make programs like Instagram where all you have to do is this, because they understand that people are busy. You don't wanna spend 2 minutes on a video. You know who I hate? You guys wanna know? I hate people who make me watch a 15-minute video on TikTok and then they're like and follow for part 2. I hate you. Stop. You just wasted 10 minutes of my day. You know what I do? I go look at the video and then block them for that. I'm like, I'm blocking you because I got what I needed. That's my point. So, you want to post more. And the thing is, if you guys are using social media, I'm going to tell you about myself. I agree to do this for my sis. She's known me since I first started, comedy, even before that. And I will say this. When I started this, I had 13,000 followers on Facebook last year in May. You understand? My beautiful queen here can testify to this because there gets times where you try to post and you don't get something, right? And you might work very hard at that video, editing it and cutting it up and setting it, and then you post it, right? And you're like, shit, 200 views? Just 200 views, that's all I got? It sucks, right? So this is why I say this. This is why that happens. And I want to teach you guys this because this is what this is, to give knowledge, and I love giving knowledge. 13,000 followers on Facebook. I was posting 7 videos a day, every single day, 25 to 35 seconds reaction videos, working on my art, which is comedy. And when you love something, you learn every aspect of that art. For me, it was producing, promoting, writing, directing, acting, because this is all, improv. So the reaction videos help me work on the art of improv. So 7 videos a day, but I stayed consistent. That's the thing about social media, it's consistency. You have to treat this as a full-time job. Somebody told me that a long time ago, and it couldn't be more true. You gotta treat this every day like a full-time job. All you do is you're on stories, you're sharing, you're working. And I know some of you are like, how do I make that many videos? You have to find your niche. You understand? What it is you do. Raise your hands against social media who use it for business. Okay, you, my brother, what do you do for your business? Okay. So you're a music producer. Okay, so for him, what is your name? You really had to grab the book. So do this. Oh my, because I can't hear. Yeah, I feel it was I didn't want to come on. Closed captions was on. He's like, they kind of closed captions here.
Yeah.
I am. What's your name?
Gold Haze.
Gold Haze.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Gold Haze focuses on music, right? You got a book there, right?
Yes, this
What's
is
the name
my
of your
book. This is called When I Had Nothing, I Had Everything.
Okay, when I had nothing, I had everything. Sounds like a love song.
I like that.
Right? It does. Shit, I would pay for my 7th grade girl when she broke up with me. But listen, here's the thing is music, right? But you also write a book. So my thing for you is you have to focus on what matters in business. What is your business? Because you can't do a comedy video today and then an hour later say, hey, check out my business, and then an hour later a video of kittens, because the algorithm's not gonna pick up on that because it's confused. Who are you? What's your identity? Who are you? You understand? So music is who you are.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the book is a side thing that you're working on because you're working on your art.
Exactly.
You're expanding. So focus on your first love, which is music.
Yes, sir.
Every day you should drop videos, 6 to 7 videos. Are you gonna see results right away? Absolutely not. Stop trying to think this happens overnight. It doesn't. Okay? It takes work. Before May, I had 13,000 followers. I was posting for 3 months straight. She knew that. While acting. Remember that? Driving an hour and 40 minutes to go act because we were filming a TV show 12 hours a day and still doing videos in between cuts. Why? Because I knew what I had to do to make this grow. But I wasn't seeing numbers because you keep seeing low. So you need to post 5 to 6. Anthony, I ran out of videos. I'm busy. Grab your old shit.
Yes.
Repost that. There's people who haven't seen those videos. Again, we are talking about people who on average spend about 30 seconds looking at a video, right? You look at a video for about 30 seconds. Might be some girls dancing if you're that kind of guy, or might be something that gets your attention and you flip it off. Let's go. Time to move on, because I gotta see this, I gotta look at this. Right? So 30 seconds is all you need. Every day you start posting 7 days a week, and you hashtag music, love. You gotta look for the right hashtags. You gotta look at your insights. Keep eyes on these things because you have to treat it as a job. Anybody invest money here? Okay, the two, and nobody else? Were you just putting in money in the mattress? Were you drug dealers here? Is this the cartel? What'd you bring me, Paloma? Okay, you invest your money, right? You invest in stock. You're paying attention to the stock, right? Because it's your money. And that's what Instagram and Facebook is. It's your money. Because that's how you grow your business. We are in the era of social media. They will not know who you are if you have no social media presence. You gotta have that presence. It's important. So you gotta check your insights. What times are hitting the highest? When can I do that? It's very simple. Do your research. And you'll see it. After a few months, you're gonna start to see numbers go up. And when you see those numbers go up, you have to go live every day. I go live. She can be a testament. My beautiful queen can tell you, right? I go live I was live on the way here. Driving her nuts. She was like, I hate you 3 times right now. But she understands that it is my job. Because the more you go live, the more Meta recognizes you as a social media creator, a content creator, a worker. You understand? And honestly, for me, one of the highest money-making platforms is Facebook. People don't understand that. I've been telling people this the last few months. People think Instagram, and yes, you can make money. I make on average $5,000 to $4,000 a month off Facebook. You understand? Because I'm constantly posting. You get paid for stories on Facebook now. Did you know that? Yeah, you get paid for going live and leaving it up there. It generates money throughout the day. Every reel makes money, every picture makes money. So the more you're active, the more money you make. The more you're in the algorithm, the more people know about you. Who here is paid for ads for something they might have want to promote it? Okay, one, you have? Did you get the results? Nah, right? You know why? Because you're not in the algorithm. I can pay all the ads I want, but they're boosting people who are constantly posting. Because if I'm gonna take your money to advertise you on my platform the way you want, I need to make sure that you're invested the way I'm investing in you. See that? So that's very important. You have to build your followers. Again, I go back to May. I told her I wanted to quit. She said, shut the hell up, go do what God told you to do, and make them laugh. I kept doing it. May, last year, 13,000 followers on Facebook. Right now, I have 1.1 million followers on Facebook. You understand that? That goes because of consistency, working. You understand? Sacrificing and putting in the work. Now, when I go, I'm traveling the country. I'm happy to say I'm signed with one of the biggest agencies in the country, WME. You understand? That came from the followers. Yes, I was always funny. I could always make people laugh. But if people don't know about me, you understand? People don't care about TV credits nowadays. They don't care what you've been on. They care about who you are on social media. So if you're trying to grow your business, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest that time. You know, it takes somebody. If you don't have the time to do it, hire someone like Paloma, who's gonna sit there and say, okay, I'll sit with you, let's market it, let's build it, let's try to, you know, get your followers going. That's what you need to do, because when you do that, you'll start to see more results. Every business you see successful today, what's the first thing they do? Nick Ramos is a fucking mark, excuse my language, sorry. Mr. Highlandia. Somebody should have told me. You know what I'm saying? Nick Ramos he's a savant at marketing. Because you know what he did? He opened Buongiorno's, one of the best freaking Italian restaurants I've ever been to in all of Chicago. I stand on that. Listen to me, because obviously one thing I know is food, okay? And it's phenomenal, but what did he do? He reached out to content creators, right? Started bringing them in. Hey, do a video at my spot. He's investing. He's growing. He was just on ABC. They posted a video of his behind the scenes. You know why? Because he's taking the time. He understands what era we're in. So you have to think about that. This is your business. This is your dream, right? It is the greatest thing to you because you've sacrificed everything you've had to have this, right? So why not give it everything you've got? See what does that make sense? Cool. I feel like I'm preaching right now. Anybody want to pray? I'll pray for them twice. Maybe once on Monday, because some of y'all look like y'all really need prayers. First of all, I love, what is the clothes here? What is that? Behind you. You look like a spy, bro. You look like you're the only guy. Why are you walking away? I pointed at you, bro. Am I cross-eyed? You with the suit up, Mr. Bean, guy, with the gray jacket, light blue shirt, stirring his cup ever so lightly with the, yes, you, damn! Holy man! That was difficult. Whatever you're taking, give me 2 after the show, please. You don't even know. What's your name?
Vlad.
Huh?
Vlad.
Vlad? Oh shit, he's Russian. Take that back. I was talking to the guy behind you. Let me stop telling you. Whose clothes are these on this rack? James, say what? Jameson. He got pissed off that y'all called him James, just so you know. Right now. Yeah, listen to him. You see what he's wearing, right? He don't mess around. You will go missing, okay? Nah, I'm just kidding. I love the suit, by the way, because I'm a big Marvel and DC fan, and I love it. Very cool. This is your clothing line?
Yes, my spouse.
Your spouse is beautiful. You're putting a business together.
Yes.
How many followers do you have on Facebook and Instagram?
We're just on Instagram, like 500.
Why are you not on Facebook?
You don't want to have that conversation.
Why? Who's arguing it? The wife?
No.
The who? I want to have this conversation. I want to make it awkward. I got awkward with Vlad, and I got to get awkward with you. Well, you got to. You got to have both. Because guess what? There's people, guys, that I know that are comedians that are making 6 figures a year off Facebook alone. I'm not even joking. And they post 30 to 20 videos a day. You see what I mean? Facebook is a must. You have to have all platforms. Because guess what? Not everybody uses Instagram. People over 40 normally don't. Did you want to raise your hand? Okay, but this is not a Q&A. Just teaching, giving knowledge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you do that at church? Pastor, by the way, I had a question. Wait, let's circle back on that about the Luke thing. What happened? Go ahead, what's your question? First of all, give your name, because if you're going to interrupt, then I need to know your name. Angelica. Nothing angelic about you, but go ahead, I'm serious. Go ahead. This feels like freaking Maury. Can I ask you a question? She's not the father, bury her. Okay.
Would you advise people to start a new Facebook and post 7 videos a day, or would you say use their regular Facebook?
What is your regular Facebook? Is that your personal?
It's my personal, the one I had since 2009.
Okay, now have you turned that into a professional page?
Yes.
You've officially turned it into professional? Start working with what you got. You already have the platform. Why would you start a new platform?
To like, you know, just.
Are you trying to rebrand? Is that what you're trying to do?
No.
Then work on the same page. You're only going to change the page if you're rebranding. You understand? If you're starting a new entity, a new identity. But what you're looking to do is build. So you already have a base to work off of. There are people who watch you, whether you know it or not. But they can't watch it because here's the thing what you guys don't understand. Sometimes you'll post a video and you'll be like, how come I have 5,000 followers but only 10 likes for this video? Everybody had that question before? Right? It wants to piss me the hell off.
Blacklisted or?
I wanted to fight, huh?
Blacklisted?
No, you're not blacklisted. I don't know, this is not a casino, it's face. We shadow banned, but yes. She's like, blacklisted? I knew it. I should have looked at the cards, bro. I know it was an ace. No, what happens is you're not posting currently. You're not posting. Facebook is not. Think of the people you see on Instagram every day. It's almost always the same person, ain't it? Why? Because they're constantly posting. And the moment you like one video, the algorithm goes, aha, I'll show you them again tomorrow if they post. I'll show you them again in 2 hours if they post. Do you understand that? That's why you're not getting the likes off the pictures and videos you got. Because what you're posting, you only post it once in a while. How many times you post a day, Angelica?
On Facebook, it usually comes from my Instagram, so not every day. But TikTok I'll post 3 to 4 times a day, but that's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get out of the safe space, kiddo. Go to Facebook and Instagram, be consistent. Take your videos from TikTok. You can save them now and they won't have the watermark. They did that for a reason. Do you understand? It's for you to be able to use that same video now without watermarks on Facebook and Instagram. You see what I mean? So build off the base you have. Once you start to post, people will start to see because you'll keep popping up on their feed. But if you're only posting 3 or 4 times a day, and it's vaguely, oh, I did it today, but not for 2 days. I did it today, but I'm gonna go to the gym today, or I'm gonna go out and drink and go hang out. I don't do that. I've fed and ate Instagram and Facebook. I'm gonna tell you something about me. I have over 1 million followers on Facebook. I had 325,000 followers on Instagram. For some odd reason, they disabled my page. I'm working with lawyers now to get it back. But here's the thing, it doesn't deter me because I know social media so well. You know what I did? My girl said, start a new page, and I did. That was a couple months ago. I'm at 160,000 followers already. Why? Because I'm consistent. I'm posting every day. You understand that? That is very important. You have to treat social media as a job. So start posting every day. Did I answer your question? There you go. You're welcome. Anybody else got questions? Because now this has turned into this. So we're gonna.
We have time for a couple of other questions.
Man, she got a question. I don't think Gotti needs a mic. She's a Latina, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah, she had to tell us. Yeah, Gotti. Okay.
So,
Gotti, what do you do for a living?
I'm a teaching artist. I teach preschool by day and I teach dance and fitness in the evening.
Clearly, I don't teach fitness.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, you got Paloma.
No, I'm good. No, I'm not fitness. I'm okay, man.
My question is, if you've done all this to create, your presence on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, what if you get hacked or your page gets taken and you can't get it back? And this has happened to me. It happened from 2019 up until
Well, here's the thing.
recently.
Let me ask you this, and everybody, we're in a safe space right now, okay? No lie, all right? No one's gonna judge you. Be real. How many of y'all paid for followers? Come on. It's okay. I'll go look at your page. I will find out. You've probably done it, right? They offer you something. Hey, give us $50. We'll boost you 20,000 followers.
I actually never have.
But there's a lot of people who do, and the problem is that's how you get hacked, because they're not real followers. Once you've paid for followers, I know a comedian, he paid for his followers. He has 30,000 followers. This was 4 years ago. I passed him twice. He's still at 30,000. You know why? Because when you buy followers, you screw your page. You cannot buy followers. They're not organic. They're fake accounts. Now you're flagged. You understand? And it ruins your following. Now, if you've gotten your page hacked, what did they do? They messaged you and said, hey, give us this information?
Oh no, like cyberbullied, hacked, like I've had many business accounts hacked because I got my computer stolen. So it's a different thing.
This is some
So all of my
CNN.
videos and edits and beautiful photo shoots and all
Okay.
the flyers got
But hold
taken.
on, so be more transparent. I need transparency. So you had the page,
I had
somebody
it, yeah.
stole the page.
Yeah, they were able to, take my laptop and,
Oh, so they took your laptop.
yeah, they stole it.
Okay,
So
but
they
you
were
know if
able
you
to-
have the blue check mark and you pay and
I don't
invest,
have a blue check mark.
you're not investing in your
Well,
business.
this was a while ago before the blue
But
check.
you have to, because now Meta offers that. They
So you
offer
think
you
it's-
solutions. Your page get hacked. If you have a blue badge, you could contact them directly.
I didn't know this. This is great information.
Yeah, it's very important to have. And if you get hacked, you immediately contact them.
I
You
just
see what
didn't
mean?
want to pay to have a page.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If you go to McDonald's, do they charge you for a burger?
Yeah, but I don't go to McDonald's.
Okay, Queen of the North, relax. All right, it's a hypothetical question, right?
Go ahead.
They're gonna charge you for the burger, right?
Yeah.
Because it's their investment, it's their business. If I don't charge you, you know why? Because they paid to make the burger for you, right? So how are you gonna make business if you're not paying to make business? I spend $400 to $500 a month on ads for shows that I do across the country because I need to work. Instead, I'm investing in my business. You see what I'm saying? I can't sell out places if I don't invest in myself because algorithm can only go so far. But when you're being in the algorithm and you're paying ads, now Meta's like boost it more because they're already trending. See what I mean? So
many questions for you later.
Yeah, well-
But no, the main thing was, yeah, if you get hacked and you've done all this great stuff to post and get up there and get followers and then you lose it because you have to start all over, you just gotta keep starting over? Like,
hey, this is a life of game. How much do you want it? Think of how many entrepreneurs have had setbacks. How many of us as entrepreneurs have had setbacks? Raise your hands. It sucks, right? What do? You get back up and you use every setback for a major comeback. So use that. Take that as an opportunity. Every setback, use it as a major comeback. And that you'll be good. So, real quick, so what do you do for a living, ma'am? No, not you, the one behind you. She look like she's from a TV drama show like that. Soap opera, like Days of Our Lives. She's about to slap you, be careful. They do that on soap operas. What do you do, ma'am? I saw you talking when I was mentioning stuff. No, you. She doesn't look like she was from a soap opera. You do, man. What was in the drinks that y'all was doing here?
I'm a model.
You're a model. That's your business? Do you have an LLC for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've invested. How many followers do you have on Instagram? Not enough. Why?
I just hired somebody to help me with that and also.
There you go. You're investing in your business. There you go. Good job. Go ahead. Female behind you, though. The one that doesn't look like she was in Days of Our Lives.
I'm an attorney, and I have a consultancy where I advise women founders on how to build successful businesses. And I have a podcast called She Thrives with Rhonda Coleman Wendell.
Okay, how many do you have a big following on that? That's amazing. Give it up. That's pretty dope.
So I have 500 Instagram followers. Yep.
Okay. Have you hired somebody to help you with that?
Yes.
Okay. How long ago did you hire them?
So I've had different ways. I've had a PR person that created me a brand maybe 2-3 years ago to help me build a brand when I started. And recently I have a virtual assistant who plans out my posting schedule and uploads the post. And so we're always kind of strategizing on what's hitting, what's not hitting. Actively focused on building my following on Instagram. And definitely need to post more often and post videos, like shorter clips of videos. But I'm working on it. Like talking to.
But you got people working for you?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your connection with your audience?
Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook.
No, but you're hiring people. Where's your connection with your
Exactly.
audience?
But, well,
You have to connect with your audience. They can post, but are you responding to every comment? Are you responding to every message?
Yes.
Are you going live?
No.
I don't know who you are. See what I'm saying? But if I see you every day and you talk about your story, what it is you do, look how many people clapped when you mentioned what you do. It's inspiring. Why are you not sharing that with the world? Why are you not going live? Right now, do you see there was a young man here? Who knows what videos he sees? But maybe he might see a gamer who's inspiring kids to be gamers, to be coders, to let them know that, hey, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can do anything you put your mind. What you're doing is inspiring. You're supposed to share that story, because through that story, you're gonna touch many others, and they're gonna wanna follow you and support what you're doing because they believe in you. See what I mean?
Yes.
So you gotta go live. But yes, you're doing the right path, you got the right team, you're going, but you have to invest too. You can't put it all on them. You gotta go live, you gotta do your part, all right?
Thank you.
This has been fun. You young ladies, what do you have social media? You kids, how old are you?
18. Just for 18.
She was, how old are you, kiddo? Happy birthday, it's your birthday, kiddo. Happy birthday. Ah. How much time do you use social media a day? A lot, right? That's your audience. You see what I mean? And how long do you probably look at it? Maybe 20, 30 seconds, right? Because you're busy, right? You're invested. Your friends are calling you, you're looking at your other friends' pages, right? There's an example. That's your target audience, guys. And you're hearing it from themselves, okay? Yeah. Thank you for that. Do you guys live well here?
No.
Where do you guys from?
More like the suburbs. We grew up here.
You got family here?
I don't have
You're not gonna get sympathy. Do you have family? You have family here today with you?
No. My sister came by herself.
You're inspired, because why? You're into this? Look at that. You see what I mean? That's, hey, mira, attorney, pay attention. Why are you talking to her about the soap opera? She'll tell you what she did in the last episode. I'm giving you knowledge here. Those young ladies came because they want to be inspired. They're learning. That's your audience. You could be inspiring these type of, did that not sound cool what she does?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean? So there you go, guys. You have to be consistent. I came here today. I hope I was able to give some knowledge. I was gonna try to be funny, but I feel like you guys probably want some knowledge, right? Why are you filming me? It feels uncomfortable. You're getting the bad angle. This is the fat angle. I need to prepare me so I can be like that, you know. My girl taught me that about angles. She's been saying that since we were driving here. Wrong angle. I'm like, I don't know what angle you want. Do you want me to go like that, 90 degrees? Or near the top of your head? But guys, keep focused, invest. You got a great people here, you got a great team. So I wish the best for you guys, and anything I can help, follow me, and I'll give whatever knowledge I can. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Anthony. Oh my God. All right, now we got a power-packed panel coming up. I mean, we really did. We took some time to assemble the most, dare I say, badass creative AIs in the city of Chicago. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little boring here because I do not want to take away from any of these people's bios and how incredible they are. So if you bear with me for Tina, come on up, dearie. Come on, you first. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Kinga. I'm gonna embarrass her just a little bit. We're gonna learn just a little bit about her so you guys understand
I'm gonna go use the restaurant.
how much of a privilege this is to have her here. Okay, so she's a social media strategist, a content architect with over a decade of experience transcending brands and being a digital influencer, and she's the founder of KRSM Consulting. She's absolutely amazing. I have seen her work, and if you guys have any questions or if you want to learn about social media strategy, this is the gal. So welcome to Stage Kinga. We really appreciate it. All right, next up, we got Joshua Saleh. What's up, brother? How you doing? All right. This is the founder of High Impact Promotions. All right. He's absolutely fired up coming to these networking events. A lot of you guys have already been interviewed by him, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate your work. He is, in my opinion, the He has this fantastic style. He has a strong presence in the fashion industry. And he's just an absolute rock star and a great person to work with. Welcome to the stage, Joshua. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. Go ahead and bring it up, man. Come on up. All right. So the multi-platinum music producer, author, creative visionary whose work lives within the interaction of sound and storytelling. If you did not get a chance to check it out, he's got his book over there. He's gonna drop some knowledge on us. We really appreciate you being here, brother. Nice. Awesome. Okay. And last but not least, Paloma Guerrero. Welcome to the stage. All right, the founder of Cash Day Marketing and Events, Chief Marketing Officer of Tony Pays, and just an awesome person. We really appreciate you being here, dear. Welcome to the stage. All right, let's get this party started. So, I know I did my best to introduce you all, but we're just going to do a quick drop a little bit of knowledge onto us. We're talking about AI as it pertains to creative in Chicago here, okay? So what's been your experience?
Well, as I was kind of saying a little earlier, I am a creative, so I do utilize AI as a tool. And it has been really sometimes confusing, sometimes it's been very helpful. But I think you have to know how to utilize AI, but not be replaced by AI.
Yeah, 100%, I agree. So with AI, a lot of it is like using it as a tool and seeing it and recognizing it as such, because it can be a crutch for creatives, but I think that comes across as obvious, because when AI, like people will call it out in the comments, this is obviously AI, and this was written by AI, so you can't replace that human, authentic touch. So it is a tool, but it's a great tool. I can't complain because I've used AI. I know Paloma's done some really cool stuff with AI, so we'll keep talking about it. I got some more tips on it.
I agree with my friends here. AI is a great tool, and everybody should learn how to use it, but fear no more, because AI is not going to replace any of us. I mean, great videos, great stories, they have to be down to the ground, they have to be real. We cannot replace it with AI, so don't worry.
It's good to see y'all tonight, man. So many amazing creators in the room. I would say this is the one thing that AI doesn't have, real presence. And people actually take the time off to come and embrace each other. You can't AI that, so that's one thing that we have over that. You can never duplicate that or change that with AI, so we need to keep embracing this moment right here, and this is what it's all about. And AI is definitely a tool. You can use it as many ways as you need to, but don't let it overrule you or your purpose or what you are destined to do.
Hey, hold on to that mic. We're going ahead and start down there with you some questions, all right?
Let's go.
So we're going to jump into it. So how's AI, we know you're in music, right?
Most definitely.
Okay, let's talk about how AI is impacting the music industry.
Yes.
How do you stay authentic? How do you differentiate? How do we know if it's AI? How do we know if it's a real musician? What's going on with it?
You know, I feel like it's changing so fast. In the last year, the changes with AI, with music, people can create entire records with AI, people can do music videos with AI, and you know, the key is just individuality. You know, that's your superpower, like being yourself, being able to stand out, being able to tell your story, because you can't rehearse that. You know, you have real feeling and you have real emotions that you go through on a day-to-day basis, and the world is changing by the day, so it's important to know that, and you can't just, you can type how you feeling on AI, but it's only so much you can, you know, see in real time that speaks to you, speaks to your soul, you know?
Any forecasts? Do you see anything interesting happening, or we just?
Oh yeah, we in the beginning stages of where AI is going, you know, but one day at a time, and I truly feel like the true creators will stand the test of time.
Anybody else have any more thoughts on AI as it pertains to music and the industry?
Actually, my best friend, she's a singer, and she creates beautiful stories. I'm sorry, but the AI cannot create it. You cannot replace feeling. You cannot replace what you really feel when you show it to people through the music. AI cannot make it. They can repeat. AI repeats awesome patterns, can create some stuff, but you sing and you create music from the heart. Just something you live through. I mean, and then what? You're going on the stage and you're gonna sing it? No, you can't do it. You know.
Right, you gotta feel it, right?
Yeah, so I think we kind of need to pay attention a little bit as to where we are in history in AI, because we are right at the very beginning, meaning like we're kind of at a split where we have artists that utilize AI and then those that don't. Meaning we're gonna have some that stick to traditional analog routine things that we're used to. And then we're gonna have people that push the envelope with new technologies to see. Personally, me, whether it's music, video, movie, even just like a caption, it's like, if it's a banger, it's a banger. Like, you can't really, but at the end of the day, the only person behind it, like AI, really is people. So again, it's like we're the driving force. It's really just like a mirror to like who we are and what we're doing. Yeah, and it's like a collective mirror too. So it's like we're all in it. Yeah, it can be a lot.
So I'm not a musician and I'm not in the music space other than dancing to the music. But what I can tell you is what you feel. Dancers, we feel the music. So when something is made fake, it feels fake. And as a dancer, I mean, I'm not a musician, but as a dancer, if I don't feel the music, it just does not move me. Even humans, when they're not being authentic, you cannot feel it. And that's one thing that AI cannot replace. That human frequency, what you can feel with your soul.
So you bring up a really interesting point, right? Now we're diving into authenticity, okay? And this is such a gray area because you may have been authentic before and you may have been creating content, but now you're starting to use AI and now you're taking shortcuts, right? So where does that, I mean, where does that balance lie? I mean, where do you feel like you're like giving up to AI? You know what I mean?
No, you know, honestly, like with AI, I chalk it up to all the tedious tasks because I have so many, as like a creative, so many ideas and things that I want to push out that I need shortcuts actually, because in this day and age, like things are moving, happening quick, but also like my creativity as well. Like when you really dive into this type of hobby and field, it's like you're gonna realize like your creativity is your own limit. So when that happens, it's like, okay, I have one idea, but then all of a sudden like I'm walking down the street and I have another idea. But logistically speaking, it's like, how am I gonna get all that done? And without AI, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, just captions alone, like I mentioned that, it's like tagging everybody and making sure everybody feels included would take a lot longer. You know, I would literally have less, like maybe even on average, like 20% less videos. So for me, that matters a lot. So AI, you know, I'm like, cuts the corners where I need it.
Once again, AI is a great tool to help us create videos, posts for Instagram, Facebook, anywhere. So it's important to learn how to use it, but it's also important to be you and to do you, because I mean, it's cool when we have a video I'm riding on a lion. It's amazing, and everybody's like, oh, this is so cool. But then again, I don't do that. I don't ride a lion. What I do, I go every day to different businesses and I record videos for them so they can post it on social media. So I show different businesses, but yes, like you said, it helps us a lot creating those videos. I mean, now you can cut out the background, and it's easy because you don't have to do it manually. You can actually cut corners. But then again, you show real people, real businesses, and you show real stories. It's never gonna change.
Yeah, I would say AI does a lot as far as the speed as the product, you know, being able to work on ideas and get that built and just build the base and the foundation for all of that. It helps a lot with that, you know, but I feel like it just goes back to who are you? You know, and what is your why? You know, when it comes to your product and the events that you throw, you want to be able to leave and say, okay, I know this person for this, or I know this person because they inspired me about this, or I was going through this and I was able to talk to this person at the time, and you can't get all of that with AI, you know, but AI definitely helps you find that foundation and that base, you know, so it's really all about finding that balance, you know, and it goes back to who are we as creators and what message are we trying to get across with our work, you know?
I appreciate that. And this is all good. We've been picking on AI just a little bit. We've been talking about it a little bit. But let's just talk So tell us some tricks and tips. How do you draw on that emotion? How do you make that content really connect with the audience, right?
So when you're a busy entrepreneur, AI is definitely a lifesaver. So I do produce videos with AI. Some of you are familiar with my content, and I can create something pretty effective and well done. Sometimes I have to, I don't just have AI created, I kind of take some pieces and then I kind of edit it and then I kind of use my own voice and use my own music and what have you, and it's good. But one of the things that I can tell you is I have gotten way more response and more engagement with regular everyday stories and videos where I am the real me in front of the camera versus putting a well put together ad or like a promo. So for some of my clients, I do that, it looks great, but the authenticity, when people see you, chances are you're gonna get a greater response.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah, so it's all about content. How do you position your content to really create emotion and connect with your audience?
Yeah.
AI or not AI?
Yeah, so if you watch my videos and stuff, you'll realize like a lot of my things are like poetic. If you take a look at it visually, I curate a lot of the shots so that it does feel like I'm storytelling, and that from start to finish, each second actually doesn't matter. Even if people don't watch the full thing, the amount that they are gonna matter, I do put a lot of thought into the pacing, how it feels. When you're actually like, if you watch me edit, like I'm very neurotic about it, where I'm like watching literally like 5-10 seconds like on repeat over and over again, just to make sure that it feels right from the get-go. And that's kind of where I kind of like just gauge it off my feel and my sixth sense, just making videos for so long. So that's kind of what I do. I don't know, you have to see it to believe it.
I create videos every day, not for myself, but for my clients. I wish to be able to create more for myself, but I care more about my clients when we do that. And Anthony said great things at the very beginning, that you create every day. Sometimes you are too busy to post, and it happens. I know you should post every day, but we don't all have time. But record everything you do. Put your camera somewhere. I don't know, read the book, drink coffee, or talk with your friends, or go for a meeting and put your camera somewhere. Record it. Maybe you're not gonna use it today, but you're gonna use it tomorrow. You can put great caption. People will resonate with you. I don't know, maybe they can walk. Record everything, because you might be able to use it for future, and that's gonna show, first of all, your moments in your real life. For myself, I post how I work. I set up my camera and I do behind the scenes. I work with clients. Sometimes I have to coach them how to say things, what to do. Sometimes they come up with ideas on the spot. Sometimes we plan things. But show your everyday. I think this is the best way to show what you do. And what Anthony said too, like if you're not going to show it, and we all know it, we're not going to show us what we do, nobody's going to see it. Because there's so many people here, and now we know each other, let's say. But how about the other person who couldn't be here? They can see us. Every one of us is going to post something from tonight. People will see us and see every one of you, because we're going to interact in comments, likes, respond to those comments, respond to those likes, because this is how you connect. This is your need.
Amazing answers. Amazing answers. I resonate with every single one of your messages. I appreciate all of y'all, and I just want to say, for me, I look at myself like a fan of myself, and what I want to see the next chapter of as a producer, or as an artist, or as a creator. And I remember I started producing music back in 2012, 2013, but I never showed my face. So 2019, my friend told me, he was like, your music is nice, but the moment you decide to actually show your face on camera, everything will change for you. I never understood it in the moment, but the pandemic happened. We was all in the house, we didn't have anything to do. We was trying to figure out what to watch on TV, what to catch up on, and I put a camera right here. I'm like, okay, let me try it. Let me see how it is, and through that, I I found myself and I found my brand through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, millions of views, working with multiple artists, platinum records, and just building my sound and what made sense. And through that being able to be a leader through that home, through that content, and just speaking and telling and giving so much life with that, that's what it's all about, you know, because through it all, you find yourself and staying consistent, and you know what works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, let me say, man, congratulations on finding yourself like that, man, because I know that's challenging. You know, Plum and I work really hard with up-and-coming speakers with our Cache Speaker Circle, and it's just wonderful seeing people find their voice, be on camera, and these different type of things. There's nothing more, you know, inviting. That's all goes back into authenticity. Now, that leads into the next question, okay? Can we use AI to engineer authenticity? You know, or is that a contradiction?
That's a really good question. Engineer is a tricky word. I think you can strategize. I think I would use that word to definitely create content. So there's so many different tools, right? Like you can literally be with no makeup on, with your hair looking like crap and like in your bathrobe, shoot a video of what you want to say, but then you can change your outfit and your hair and your background, and it still sounds like you, still looks like you. I mean, people that know AI are gonna know it's AI, but it works. So in a way you can, but and then again, it all goes back to authenticity, right? What's the message that you're trying to give to people? Because we are behind AI, as Joshua said. So how you direct AI is going to make a huge difference. You can just, you know, throw in a prompt on ChatGPT or Claude or Grok or Gemini, whatever platform you use, and you can say, create a hyper-realistic video of two women eating pie in a, you know, whatever. But if you give it direction as if though you're directing it from your creativity, you get a totally different result. So that's kind of like the balance that you gotta find. Stay authentic, stay with your message, but then also create something that is visually aesthetic and visually pleasing to your viewers.
Alright, I still use ChatGPT, alright? I don't know like who's on Claude and stuff, so if anybody can do stuff with AI, it's alone, okay? So, that being said, engineering authenticity. You have to find the keystone of what makes your niche, and honestly what makes you tick, because at some point you're gonna get burned out. And you need to have a niche that pulls you through that burnout, 100%. Meaning like you're gonna get up and actually say to yourself, hey, actually I find whatever I'm at that moment, I'm gonna keep it going. But when you really define the heart and soul of it, that's where you build everything off of what she said, meaning strategizing with AI. Like off the top of my head, if I were to just automate all of my stuff while still trying to keep the soul of my content, it's like I would just automate all of the templates and placing of like clips and things, and then like really just have my team curate the shots, you know, like really look into it and see how it feels. So really just, again, just taking everything that you can automate with AI and then just doing it. Because you don't need to have any shame in using it whatsoever if at the end of the day what you're making is real and has some purpose or keystone value. So yeah, identify your niche, keep the soul of it, and then build everything off of it.
I definitely agree. Also, I work with many med spas. So here's the thing. I mean, when people are looking for services, let's say injectors or something, you want to do something to your face. You don't want to have fake results. I mean, when you're looking at those ads and you see AI-generated video, like no wrinkles, you're like, oh my God, this is so beautiful, but am I really going to look like this? So yes, use AI to generate some of your content, to help you maybe to beautify your post and make a poster or promo, right? But then you have to still have this part when you're real, when you're true, so you post your before and after. Also when you're an expert in talking about something. If you're an expert, you don't need AI to create a video of yourself talking about something because you are an expert. I mean, you can use it once in a while here and there because you want to show like, I can do this because now everybody's using it, right? But if you're an expert in some niche, I mean, you can stand and talk for a minute, for 30 seconds, because this is how much you need the video to be long. And you're gonna be discovered. So yes, I mean, AI is perfect tool. You know, you can create, you can generate, you can help, you can actually have idea of caption for your post, but maybe you don't know if it's perfect English or something, and it's gonna make it perfect. So use it, but don't use you. I mean, this is what makes you unique. This is why people will choose you as a provider of sort of services, because this is you. I mean, there could be many you having the same type of business, but they will choose you for your energy, for maybe for the place, because they like the ambience there. So it's important. But don't be afraid of AI.
Use it as a tool. Just like you said, you know, it's so important. Artists, comedians, personalities, you need live engagement with that. You can't AI that. You can't fake that. You are present with those words. You are present with those instruments. You have to feel each and every one of every piece of that. That's important. You can't AI that. You know, and AI is definitely a tool, and it's finding that balance. You know, when you don't feel like it's fully organic, it's for a reason, because it's not. You know, so you gotta know, okay, if I'm putting this out into the world, this is a piece of me that I'm giving to the world, and I know people will appreciate that. So it's really that balance, you know, but don't definitely, like you said, like all the else said, don't let it overrule you and overrule your purpose.
Right on, appreciate that. So we got time for one more question, all right? We gotta leave the audience with something really impactful here, okay? All right? They came out to listen to you all right? And I know you guys are wizards with AI and you're making magic happen. What skill or what is the one thing creators need to know, whether it be a tool, a hack? Give us something good.
I mean, it's kind of easy, creativity. The source of your own creativity. If you're an artist, if you are a creative soul, because we were all born with creativity. Some people may not be exploring that just yet, but we are creatives by nature. So keeping that creativity, not relying on AI, but rather using it to kind of boost a little bit. So yeah, sure, you have to know AI, but I think that the number one is like, don't get lazy and then just type in a prompt and then get AI to do your work. No, if you're a writer, write what is on your soul, then throw in an AI and say, hey, you know, find ways to improve this, or whatever prompt you want to use. But start with you, whether you are painting, whether you are writing, creating music, start with you and keep that creativity intact. Keep the essence of who you are intact.
All right, if you guys are looking for a place to start with creativity, or you feel like you're super lost, even with AI, a good skill to just start off with, like level 1, is like you're gonna close your eyes and you're gonna picture something, whether it's your happy place, like an image, and then you're gonna describe it as best as you can. And then you can actually throw that into AI and see actually, were you good at communicating what it is that you imagined, and then do it again. Level 2 is gonna be, okay, let me actually just make it moving. All right, like, okay, instead of an image, let me just think of a video scene. And can I, again, describe it in detail, in the proper detail, in a way where actually maybe if I throw it into ChatGPT, can it replicate it back at me? When you start to realize like where your faults are in communicating and quote unquote directing, that's actually where you see the gap between your creativity and literally what's coming out of your mouth. Because there is like 9 different ways that you can miscommunicate what your idea is. You know, like physically or what people understand. Again, it's 9, so I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's a good place to start. And then level 3 is where like, okay, if I can actually start to describe changing scenes, where it's not just one movie, but let me think of like actual scene, the movie playing out, and can I describe it in detail enough to throw it into ChatGPT? Because if you can do the ChatGPT, you can talk to a person enough where they can get it at least on the 3rd or 4th time.
So I will add one more thing. Consistency. Show up. Just show up. Your content doesn't have to be perfect. And you know what? These days, people are not looking for perfect things. People are looking for people like us. They want to resonate with us. So if I have an issue and I knew how to fix it, I'm going to tell everybody about that, right? So be consistent and show up. Show up every time. Make a decision. I will start to show up 3 times a week. You don't have to do it every day or 7 times a day right away. Do steps. Start twice a week, 3 times a week, and then you grow. But remember, every single person who interacts with your content is your key. When you start posting, maybe you have 1 like. I imagine right now, you guys here for me. How many likes do I have? If a single person here is my like, I mean, I already succeed. This is how many people saw me. This is amazing. So imagine, oh my God, I only have 500 views. What if this place is full of 500 people? It's 500 people visiting you one day, seeing you already, getting to know you. Don't be afraid. Get out. Show what you do to everyone so they can see you, and then they will decide whether to choose you or not. Or maybe they will watch you. I have people who've been watching me for many years, and then finally it's like, hey, I've been watching you, you grew. Of course my content like 5 years ago wasn't what it is right now. But I am improving. Every one of you can do it.
Make some noise for that. And that's all that matters. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta see it through. You gotta give yourself a chance. You gotta give yourself the best chance to stay consistent. How many Michael Jackson fans we got in the crowd? Make some noise, please. Okay, the movie just came out. Amazing movie. I loved it. I cried a few times to it. And I love that he was big on affirmations. Who he was, he knew who he was, he spoke it into existence, and I feel like everything he accomplished, he spoke it before it happened. You gotta see it. You gotta see it for you. No matter if you write it, journal it, pray towards it, you probably use ChatGPT in it to figure the direction out, but as long as you continue to remain yourself through it all, you know, you're gonna continue to find your way, and don't let anything get in the way of your greatness and derail you from your purpose. And as a content creator as well, once again, like you said, one person, that could be everything. One person could change your life. You know, one person that buys a product or a like or a comment, that's everything because that builds that foundation. It's that's so important. Like, if one person leaves inspired, we could change the world, man. We can do so many great things. We can inspire generations, you know, and it's important to know that with our art that we pour out into the world, we gotta continue to keep going. So one person could turn to 100 people, to 500 people, to 1,000, to 1 million, to 10 million. We just got to continue to know while we do it.
All right, well put. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. You all are going to be sticking around for a little bit, right? Everybody is across different genres here, so come up and ask your questions whenever we get back to networking and mingling. But before I leave you all, what's the best way for people to follow you and get a hold of you?
So just like my name, Paloma Greer on Instagram. You can Google me everywhere. Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. So I'm everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm on IG as my promos, and please follow our YouTube because we're gonna start posting all different types of content, and definitely Facebook. We're gonna be on Facebook. I heard they make a lot of money.
You can find me Kinga, right? But the best thing is to follow Tony P events, and we all tag there, so you can find us there.
I go by the name Gold Hayes. I'm a music producer, artist, author. I have a book called What I Had Nothing, I Had Everything. It's for all the creators overcoming anything, staying consistent with their purpose, overcoming doubt, overcoming pressure. And Instagram is Gold Hayes Sound. GOLD HAZESOUND. And the website is Gold Hayes Store. I have merch available, books available, music available. We got all types of things. Gold Hayes Sound on TikTok, on Twitter, everything. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to come here. So much going on in the world. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us
There she is. Everybody give it up for our live painting artist. Over here. And then we have Sarah, come up here as well. I just wanted to give the limelight for just a second. As you can see, you see that beautiful piece in the corner. So Catherine has been working and painting live. So tell us who you are, tell us a little bit about your art, what your inspiration is, and where can we find you on social media? Thank you. There's a